Hi, ladies. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Y'all are going to get a very quick live this evening. I'm about to go ahead and put the enrollment link up right now. The masterclass is 2.5 days away. Y'all getting makeup free. Yeah, tonight. I am off of date night. So it is what it is. Um, let's get into it. I'm about to close this window in my office because it's termite season in New Orleans, and I don't know if y'all have termite season where you are, but that's not cool. Um, Want to quickly talk about, and if you are here on live right now, tell me who you are. Put your name, location, whatever you need to put in the comments. I'm gonna take off my glasses because this glare is making me crazy. My husband is not participating with me today. The lights were glaring into my glasses, but it just looked bad.
You say what I'm not, what you need?
I said you weren't participating with me today because I was doing a lot. But the light was glaring into my glasses, and I just didn't like that. I don't think my people online care. However, hold on, let me take that off. All right. Today, as always, I'm here to snatch your edges. I'm here to remind you that you said at the beginning of 2021 that this year would not be like 2020. And here you are. Here we are. Here I am, snatching once again. I don't snatch. That's not my goal. My goal is not to snatch edges. My goal is to support you with transformation. Okay? And so here we are in the middle of 2020, 2021. And the question to ask yourself is, how have you made this year different than last year? Have you just been kind of waiting for the government, the media, the news to tell you what's going on before you make another move, before you make another decision? Have you been waiting for your partner, your children, your family to make a change before you decide how you're going to change? Because you are the foundation for everyone. You are the go-to for everybody. You're dependable. You're the one everyone can count on. So what that means is that before you can make a move in your life, you have to see how everybody else is doing. If that's you, then tonight is for you. Tonight is for you. Because here's the thing. I understand where you are. I understand what you are seeing because I've been there. I am a mother of 4. I am a wife to an amazing husband. We are caretakers to several elders in our community. And one of the things when you put yourself in the position of taking care of other people, helping others, being the foundation, being the go-to, being the dependable one for other people, what you tend to do is put yourself in a back burner position. What that means is that before you can make a decision in your life, before you can make a move in your life, before you can decide not to settle, you have to figure out what everybody else is doing first. You have to figure out what your school is going to say, what your job is going to say, what your family is going to say, what your spouse is going to say, what your children are going to say first. But guess what? After you have finished giving all that you can give in all of those different places, each one of those people will move on with their life and leave you right where you are, not because they don't love you. What we do is that we expect for us as women to give, and put everyone first, so that one day they'll notice that and put us first. That never happens. One day, they notice that and they say, "Thank you, mom. Thank you, wife. Thank you, Katrina, Sabrina, whoever you are, Ashley, Brittany, Vove, um, Symphony, whoever you are." I have so many women in my community. They say thank you and they move on. And you're standing there with thanks and no results for yourself. And I'm not telling you to forget about the people in your life, to forget about the people that you love. But what I am telling you is that the more room that you make in your life for you, the more room you have for others. The more room you make for you, the more room you have for everyone else. And if you don't make room for you, you don't have room for anyone else. You don't have room for anyone else. And the thing is, sometimes we think that making room requires, oh Lord, making room means that I have to tear down everything that I've built. I have to start over from scratch. I hear so many women say, if I want to make room for myself, that means that I have to start over from scratch. If I want to build this business that I have in my mind, if I want to build this vision that I have in my mind, that means I have to start over from scratch. And that's not the truth. Babe, can you bring me the phone charger? I just want to make sure that I'm good. That's not the truth. You don't have to start over from scratch. You don't have to start over from square two if you have clarity and strategy to move you forward in what your desires are. And I've learned, and this is just a lesson that I have learned in my life, the better I take care of my dreams, myself, my goals, the more room I have. I'm a mother of four, for those who don't know. That's my husband blocking the light for a second. I'm a mother of four, for those who don't know. I am a wife. I am a coach to, at this point, dozens of women, overall, hundreds of women. And I know so many women, and I help so many women who are invested in and focused on helping others. That's our job as women. We want to help others. We want to pour into others. We want to give all of ourselves to other people. But you can only give what you have. And so if the question is, how do you not settle? It's not about forgetting anybody else. It's about remembering yourself. It's about remembering what you were sent here to do. And remembering that it requires a full cup to do that. That you can't YouTube your way into that. Yes, I produce some really good lives. You can listen to my lives and get a good word. It's going to shake up your spirit. I already know because they shake up my spirit half the time. But will it move you to transformation? And transformation is something that you have to be willing to invest in. Beyond investing your resources, you have to be willing to invest your time. You have to be willing, and most women won't tell you this. You have to be willing to invest the knowledge that you've gotten so far so that you can get the knowledge that you need ongoing. You've got to be willing to invest yourself. You've got to be willing. My husband and I just took an Uber from where we were having our date to our house. And the woman, it literally showed us how much God loves us. This woman ministered to us for 20 minutes all the way home. She just ministered and poured into our spirits. You have to be, if you are ready for transformation, you have to be willing to realize that you are an infant on your journey right now. And most of us don't want to think about that. Most of us don't want to think about the fact that the reason that your relationships are not working the way that you want them to, the reason that you're not being paid the way you want to be paid, the reason that you are not living the way that you want to live is that you are an infant in that area and you need somebody to hold your hand. And there's nothing to be ashamed of there. Nothing to be ashamed of. I am in a mastermind with women who are 20 years older than me, my business coach, because I realize you know something that I don't. You have something that I don't. It's not about envy, it's about clarity. It's about being clear on what you really want from your life and looking at who has that. Who has these pieces that I want? Maybe they don't have the whole picture. Maybe they don't have the whole picture. But can I get a piece and a piece and a piece? Or do I want to spend the next 5 years, 10 years of my life trying to duct tape it together on Google, on YouTube, when I could have avoided all of that and saved myself some time? And what I will tell you, I had 2 team meetings today. And my team is watching y'all the way I'm watching y'all. My team is on it, okay? If you are the person who has been watching me for years, trying to take this live and that live stream and this YouTube video and that blog post and this piece of information here and just put it together and figure out how it's going to work, you have lost more time than you will ever lose money. And you could overcome all of that by simply making an investment in yourself. It's not about investing in me or any other coach out there. But do you feel that you are worth the investment to stop wasting your time piecemealing your success story? To stop wasting your time building career success, but missing out on family success, missing out on relationship success, missing out on time freedom because I just don't know. I just maybe I'll just watch this over there and watch this over there. I can tell you from experience, I've done that. I've done that. And it landed me exactly where a lot of people are right now. In a space where the world sees me as successful, the world sees you as successful, but it doesn't feel successful. And when I got to that place, God, I'm gonna put it on God because I wasn't even watching Periscope at this time. I'm gonna put it on God. Was on Periscope one day and I saw my coach. And I had never seen her before. But when I saw her, she kind of looked like my grandma. So I stopped and watched. And what she was saying hit me in my spirit so hard that I said, I've got to work with this woman. And a lot of you have messaged me and said, yeah, I know the Lord brought me to you. I know my spirit is saying that I need to be a part of this work right now. But again and again and again, you have passed up the opportunity out of fear. And I understand that fear. I understand the fear of what if I do this and it doesn't work? I understand the fear of I have trusted somebody before. I have tried this thing before and it wasn't what I thought it was. I get it. So what I will say to you is that there's always the money back guarantee. That's the easy part. There's always the money back guarantee. But also, this masterclass cohort is the opportunity, the last opportunity, transparently speaking, to work with me directly, to get specific coaching on what you need to grow. To be able to ask me exactly, yeah, here's what's going on in my life. Here's what I'm dealing with. And not only tap into me, but tap into the network of women who are connected to me and get the support that you need for $9.97. What I can promise you is that it'll never be this price again. But for most of you, the price is not the problem. For most of you, the price is not the problem. For me, the price was not the problem. The price was a part of the problem, but really the price wasn't the problem. The problem was what I was feeding into my mind, the stories that I was hearing from my families, and I'll dial it back a little bit because most of us don't call it stories, we call it conversations. The conversations that I was having over and over and over again, and I'll put the link up for you guys that are ready to join right now. The conversations that I was having over and over and over again. Latoya, I should see you in this masterclass. The conversations that I was having over and over and over again were conversations around, well, girl, can't you just go look that up? Well, girl, can't you just go research it? Well, girl, can't you figure that out yourself? And it was from people who have been trying to figure it out themselves for the last decade. People who have been having bad relationships, or not bad relationships, but unfulfilling relationships for over a decade. People who were not being paid what they really knew they deserved for over a decade. People who were being looked over for promotions for over a decade. And they were telling me, go figure it out. Go, you girl, you can look that up yourself. You don't got to pay nobody to do that. But when I paid somebody, I hit 6 figures in 7 months. And you haven't seen 6 figures yet. I'm not shading you. I'm just stating the facts. Not you, but those people. The facts are, when I tap into self-investment, when I tap into a powerful network, when I tap into people who have done it already, who are willing to tell me, because I know, and this is why I have a 14-day money back guarantee, because I know that some of you have joined master classes, courses, cohorts, things like that, and you don't get the information right then and there. You got to join something else before you get the information. This is not that. So those people were just trying to save me from that. Those people were trying to save you from the hurt that they've experienced by investing in themselves or taking the time, because money you can make again. You spend 6 weeks in somebody's program and you don't get what you came for, you real mad about the time you wasted. I don't even like 15 minutes wasted, so I understand. However, y'all have seen the results. You've seen my clients. If I have some clients here tonight, I'll bring them on for you. They're not commenting yet, so I don't know if they're here. But you've seen the results. You've seen what other women have experienced. Growing into who you were really meant to be is not a matter of waiting and seeing. Okay. If you look at a toddler, I have a baby who just turned 3 yesterday. If you look at a child, they can't wait to grow. They can't wait and see. Growth and age just happens. Change in our lives as adults just happens. We don't get the luxury of waiting for change to happen. Change will smack you upside your head. My goal is to help you be so ready for change, so ready for growth, so ready for that next level at all times in your life, that nothing catches you by surprise, that you can really face whatever is going on in your life with grace and ease. I know you're seeing these posts online and these memes and these quotes and all the things, and really, I'm gonna be honest with you, life doesn't get easier. Life does not get easier. Problems don't get easier. Challenges, difficulties, obstacles, none of it gets easier. But you can be easier. You can be easier. And it doesn't take 5 years, 10 years, 50 years. They say, oh, when you 40, you gonna get it. When you 50, it's gonna feel easier. No. Why not now? Why not learn the tools and techniques that you need now? Hey, Aaliyah, so happy to see you here. Yes, yes, yes. Why not learn what you need now? Why not remove yourself from the idea that YouTube University is going to help you grow to the way that to the space that you really need to grow? To be paid what you want to be paid, to be loved how you want to be loved, to be valued how you want to be valued, to be fulfilled the way that you need to be fulfilled. YouTube is not going to do it. And here's why: growth is always a process. We're gardeners in real life. My husband is like literally the plant whisperer, y'all. I will admit, this man is way better at planting things and growing things than I probably will ever be. I am really good after he gets it going. Okay? But and that's so weird. If you're in the master class, you'll hear the whole story, because that completely flipped, okay? But what happens when you try to YouTube your way to success, when you try to Facebook video live, Google your way to success, is that you're getting the steps out of order. So imagine you have this seed, right? You got the seed. You know you got the seed. You know you got the gift. You know you got the stuff. You got the juice, right? You know you got it. But you start fertilizing that seed before you plant it. That seed is never going to grow. It doesn't matter how much fertilizer you put on that seed, it's not going to grow. So you're looking at your dating life not growing. You're looking at your marriage not growing the way you want it to. You're looking at your business, your career not growing the way you want it to. You're looking at your personal life not growing the way you want it to. So what you do, because you're YouTubing, Googling, Instagram, let me go find all the motivational quotes, blah, 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 blah. You're putting fertilizer on top of the seed, but there was never any soil put there. There was never any water put there. So you're taking these steps, and they are the right steps, but they're out of order. Investing helps you get those things in order, because it doesn't matter whether you're doing it out of order or in order. You are using time, and time is something you can't get back. So for those of you who are ready to take those steps in order, for those of you who are ready for strategic, specific support, because even though I know my YouTube lives go off, my Instagram lives go off, but they don't give you the specific support you need for your life and your situation. For those of you who are looking for specificity, for those of you who are looking for clarity, for those of you who are looking for a very personalized approach, but a community-based approach where you have sisters around you who are cheering you on, who are giving you the resources that they have, who are pouring into you and helping you, the Feminine Success Masterclass is for you. We are 2 days away from the masterclass. Box2blueprint.com is the website. We all know how to spell box. We all know how to spell two, T-O. We all know how to spell blueprint, okay? Box2blueprint.com is the website to see all of my clients, well, some of my clients' testimonials, because there's a lot of testimonials. I'm getting cussed out over here by my team for how many testimonials I have. There are a lot of testimonials. You get to see some of the best testimonials there. You get to see the breakdown of what the masterclass is, all 4 areas of your life that I will walk you through, and what is included in the masterclass. Again, we are 2 days away from the masterclass. Hi, hold on. I caught you live. Hey, Chantel. So good to see you. I hope that I see you in the masterclass. So we are 2 days away from the masterclass. It is a 5-day experience. This is the last time that I will be coaching it live. We are transitioning it to another format. So if you want to get that live coaching, I will not be doing another live masterclass like this, especially at this rate. This is the time to get it, is what I'm saying. We are growing as a business, and it's just no longer sustainable to do it this way. But I want to get that last cohort in. I want to help you guys get to that next level in your life, in every area of your life. The 4 key areas that we focus on are your thought life, your home life, your work life, and your relationships. To me, when a woman has those 4 areas together, her life is together. When we say things like, "Oh, nobody has it all together," that's true. People, we all go through shit, and our stuff falls apart sometimes. I'm listen. If you're new here, I'm Southern and I cuss sometimes, but but we all go through things. And hi, I can't see who you are, Facebook user. Let me see who you are so I can say hello to you. But those 4 areas, to me, when your home is together, your thoughts are together, you are doing work that you absolutely love, and you are being paid well for it, and your relationships are loving and fulfilling as a woman. And I don't mean just your romantic relationships. I mean your family relationships, your relationship with your brother that you haven't talked to in 2 years, your sister that you barely get along with, or your sister that you get along with, but sometimes y'all this and sometimes. Listen, we talk about all of those relationships and how to use the ABCs in those relationships. Okay. So for me, that is feminine success. That is success when you are able to have the time freedom, the financial freedom, the love that you desire. You are supported the way that you want to be supported, and your thoughts are not running you, but you are in control of what's going on in your mind. That's what we focus on. And this is not a surface level, full of fluff, let's sit around and meditate masterclass. Yes, I recommend meditation because I love it. However, we are living in a real world and we have real things going on, and you need practical tools and skills in your toolbox that you can pull out in order to navigate things the way that you need to as an adult woman. And there are some things that your mama didn't teach you, your grandmother didn't teach you as much as your mother and your grandmother taught you. There are some things that they did not equip you with to show up in your life the way that you want to. There are things that the school didn't teach you, your college didn't teach you. I have women in my program. One woman just got her PhD probably 2 months ago. What is it? What is it, June? She got her PhD in May. She just walked last month. And still, there are things that school won't teach you about being a woman, about being a powerful woman in this world. That if you are truly serious about learning, you're going to take the time to learn. And the masterclass is where that is available for you. www.box2blueprint.com. Tyranika says, absolutely, Ty. Just took the masterclass in our last cohort. And I'm not even going to talk about all the different ways that her life has changed. But what I will say is Ty has been with her husband for 16 years, and their intimacy has gone to the next level. Okay. Veronica is here. Veronica says Yaya is the best coach. Veronica is I'm giving her a hug from afar. Me and Veronica have worked together for over 3 years now. Veronica went from being super single, from being a school counselor, to being well loved. Oh my God. Her relationship inspires me. Okay. And I've been with my husband for 10 years. The relationship that she has attracted inspires me, but it took clarity and strategy to attract the kind of man who is worthy of what she had to give. Not only that, she's no longer a school counselor. Veronica is running a private practice that has, I ain't even gonna say how long the waiting list is, but it's several years long because people just want to work with her, okay? So, what I'm saying is femininity, getting in touch with the real you, getting in touch with your power changes your whole life. And it doesn't take 2 years, 5 years, 10 years for that to happen. You could be Googling and YouTubing for 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. Or you can come and get some solutions. You can come and get some strategies. And if you're serious, you're going to make it happen. Ty says he's desiring to do the inner work because he watched me do it. Ty is one of our friends in real life who is also taking the master class. So I am so overwhelmed by this information right now. It's truly life shifting, but you have to be willing to do the work. Ty, tell your husband Amiri is doing male coaching. He just started last week. And he would be more than willing to work with his brother. Okay. He probably lied. I'm gonna text you, but yeah, he is more than willing to work with his brother for sure. And what I have found is that a lot of women come into the program. They say, "Yeah, what if I'm doing all this work to be who I need to be, and these men are not trying to do the work?" What I say to you is, once you start doing the work, and the ladies who are here, who have done this can attest to this. Once you start doing the work, the types of men that you attract, the types of opportunities that you attract, because Veronica can speak to that. She's got some amazing opportunities. Ty, amazing opportunities. The types of things that you attract change significantly when you start changing on the inside, when you start prioritizing you. The men around you are like, hold on. I know, because my husband the whole time has been like, hold on, I gotta keep, he has been like paddling in the boat the whole time, because when we set the tone, they start to move faster. Opportunities start to move faster. And you will learn about that masculine, that feminine in the masterclass. How the feminine sets the tone and the masculine sets the pace. So if it's not moving fast enough, ask yourself, have you set a tone so that that pace can pick up? Because if you're setting a tone of, oh, we just gonna YouTube it, we just gonna Facebook, we could just gonna Google it, then he feels like, oh, it's not that serious. We'll get around to it. But when you set a different tone, you don't have to tell him anything. His pace is going to pick up. And I don't just mean him as in your romantic partner. I mean him as in the provision in your life. Is it your job? Is it your boss? Who is it? Who is the masculine in your life? That pace is going to pick up when you set a new tone. But you have to learn how to set a new tone. And it's not about you dressing different. It's not about you wearing more makeup. You're going to do that because you're just in another space. But you don't have to. It's all up here and it's all in here. So I'm not going to hold y'all because it's date night. All right. But we have 2 days left to the masterclass. There will be no late registration. I do hope to see you on the other side if you are serious. If you're not serious, I'm probably going to block you. If I've been watching you on my lives for the last 3 to 5 years and you have not shown up and stepped up for yourself and you just watching these lives to get a good ear orgasm and a good yes, Pastor. Yeah, oh yeah, that's me. And you gonna go be somebody else Monday through Saturday? I'm probably gonna block you. I'm just being honest. Cause my team is not watching you and they looking like, yeah, yeah, who are these people and why have you been calling them out for 3 years now? Show up for yourself, okay? Show up for yourself. That's all I'm saying. Show up for yourself. You deserve it. You deserve it. It's I could care less. I'm gonna show up all the time. I not that I could care less about you because I love you, but I'm gonna show up anyways. But it's time for you to show up for you. It's time for you to care more about yourself than a DIY effort, than a YouTube my way to success effort. Then I'm going to spend the next 10 years trying to Google my way to growth effort. All right. So I'll talk to y'all later. I hope to see you in the masterclass. www.boxerblueprint.com is the site. I'll see y'all on Sunday. We getting started. Peace.